Hello everyone, welcome to Economics Bridge. Let's make economics simple, practical, and easy to understand.
Today, we're traveling back in time to discover how England became the workshop of the world after 1850 and why its industrial dominance eventually started to decline. Let's dive in. Industrialization in England after 1850, after Industrial Revolution. Function of industrial development completed in many stages. During this period, speed of development had been sometimes rapid and sometimes slow. Industrial development was sometimes influenced by boom and sometimes by depression. Period from 1850 to 1875 was more favorable for industrial development, but after that, the period from 1875 to 1914 was affected by depression and was not favorable for industrial growth. After the beginning of First War, basic and important changes in British economy that took place was increasing industrial production. But the period after the end of World War was full of industrial disorders. There were enormous problems. The situation improved again during Second World War, and depression was over. After the end of Second World War, British industries have been developing continuously. The industrial development after 1850 can be divided in the following periods. First, industrial development from 1850 to 1875, age of Victorian prosperity. This was the primary age of industrial development after the Industrial Revolution in Britain. During this period, the number of industries as well as its production increased very rapidly. Export of industrial production also increased rapidly during this period. This period is known as the Golden Age for industrial development in Britain. The various reasons for rapid development were they were full of patriotic and national sentiments and were adamant to cross any limit for making the country strong. Accumulation of wealth and gold was necessary for it. Therefore, the policy of mercantilism was adopted. The export of industrial goods was emphasized more and more, which encouraged the industrial production. Iron and coal necessary for industrial development was immensely available in Britain. Therefore, the development of industries was facilitating. Due to colonial policy of Britain, foreign markets were available, and this was one of the main reasons for rapid industrial development. There was complete absence of industrial competition because most of the nations of the world industrially underdeveloped. Britain was benefited as a monopolist. Due to rapid development of ways and means of transportation, more and more export to other countries was possible. Not only this, but also great opportunities were available for the supply of products in the internal markets. Easy transportation of goods to every corner of the external markets as well as in the internal market encouraged industrial development very favorably. Before 1875 and during golden age of industrial development, industries developed very rapidly and production also increased very rapidly, but after 1875, features of recession was clearly apparent. Causes of slum were so many. The demand of British goods in foreign markets was declining. America declared herself free from British slavery in 1776 and by quoted import and consumption of British country, importing British goods. Though even after freedom, South America was a very big, but after Civil War of 1861 in America, imports of British goods was completely banned and a very wide market slipped out of British control. Simultaneously, various other countries like France and Germany also were competing British goods very strongly due to industrial development in America, Germany, and France. Demand of British goods in those countries were declining. Wages were increases continuously in Britain. Due to declining profitability, ratio production started declining up to 1900. The same situation was prevailing. Effects for reducing cost of production and discovery of new foreign markets continued to some extent. They succeeded also, efforts to establish newer and newer colonies were made. The demand for British goods started increasing again. After 1900, recession was controlled, the rising trend in prices were apparently seen, and the possibility of rising industrial production was increasing. The wages of the workers did not increase at the rate at which the general prices level is increased. This disturbed the workers' life and the feeling of discontent amongst them. Various other industrial problems were rising up. On the meantime, in 1914, First World War was started. Thanks for watching. If you found this lesson helpful, please like, share, subscribe. See you in the next class.